Take a look at that. Welcome back to BT, by the way. This is a tradition that goes back 70 years. It's La Tomatina, and this happens, I believe, Frank, in Spain, every single last Wednesday of August. People just get together and throw a bunch of tomatoes at each other.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And you know, I think another person celebrating this year, or another engine celebrating that this year, is Google.
This is one of those, they're Google Doodles, and this is awesome. So if you go to google.ca and actually click on that page, it'll tell you everything that you need to know. And Frank, you're going to tell us everything that we need to know about tomatoes right now.
Yeah, it's tomato season. People in their gardens right now, their tomatoes are just starting to ripen. So the first question I often get asked is, number one, when is the best time to harvest the tomato that you've grown?
Right, and a lot of people will buy them and have them, and it's like, well, when do I pull this off the vine?
Yeah, so number one, the first thing that you always want to do for the best flavor tomato that you have that's homegrown is to make sure that you let them ripen right on the vine. This here is a grape tomato, so these can be purchased, or you've been growing these. One of the varieties that you would have in your home garden that would produce a tomato like this is Juliet. You said this is your favorite. This is a perfect tomato that you can use in, for instance, salads, but also fantastic for sauces. You know, which tomato here is the best for salads? The answer is?
Is it the grape? It's
all of them.
All of them. Okay.
Yeah, all of them.
Because I eat these like popcorn, so that I could sit on the couch and just pop those in.
Of course, cherry tomatoes, fantastic. You know, from your grapes, you go to your cherries, and these are a variety of heirloom cherry tomatoes that are on the far side. The other question I get asked is, you know, when it comes to storing a tomato, where should you store the tomato? Should it be on the counter, where in the home, or should it be in the fridge?
And everybody puts them in the fridge.
Bad? Yeah, so bad.
I do that.
Yeah, never put them, never, ever. Oh my goodness.
Why? Why not? Because everything goes in the fridge, right?
That's what you think, but it takes the flavor right out of the tomato. Best place to store a tomato is to make sure that in your home that you're putting it on the counter. Would you put it in a sunny area or a shady area?
I'm going to say shady.
Very good, yes. Okay. You want to put it in the dark, so that's the best place to store the tomato. So reminder, if you want to have a good flavored tomato that's going to ripen, so let's say that you buy a tomato that looks like this, a slicing variety. The grower of this one was actually Chaboteur. I just want to give him a mention. But let's say you buy a tomato that looks just like this and you want it to ripen. Where you're going to put that is right on the counter, just like this, in an area not in direct sun. Let's say that you want to ripen a little bit faster. If you put it close or even in a paper bag beside a ripened tomato, it'll actually speed the ripening process. Let's say that you will have too many tomatoes that are just being harvested and you want them to kind of slow down in their ripening. Never put a ripe tomato with them. Put them in a cooler, darker space, and they're going to be fantastic. Hey, I wanted to mention about this variety of tomato over here.
These are great. Look at that.
So this is a really cool tomato, and what this tomato does is if you've grown these in your own home garden or you see these at the grocery store, you can see that it's red on that side, black on this. It actually goes from green to black and then to red. It is a fantastic tomato to add color to salads, and also it has the flavor of a cherry tomato. So the other question I wanted to have for you is a little tomato trivia now.
Okay. I know none of this.
The world record holding tomato, I've said it before on breakfast television. How much did it weigh?
50 pounds?
Oh, wow. That would be a big tomato. That'd be a huge tomato.
Is it too big?
Yeah, 7 pounds, 12 ounces. I got a picture of what a 2-pound tomato looks like.
Wow.
That right there is just 2 pounds of a tomato that's there. Now, another question. The relationship between potatoes and tomatoes.
They have a relationship.
They have a relationship. Anybody know? Anybody?
Grow well together, beside each other.
Actually, never plant tomatoes and potatoes together.
So, okay.
But I will tell you, here has potatoes underneath. But I will tell you that both potatoes and tomatoes come from the nightshade family. And finally,
wow,
the tomato capital of Canada. Where is it?
It's got to be around here. I don't know. Kitchener?
Close. That goes to, we'll show you a picture, Leamington, Ontario.
Hey, okay, really?
Where in the downtown core, they have a big tomato. And they also have a tomato festival.
Amazing.
Tomato Talk, only on BT.
It was great getting saucy with you. We'll be back on BT next.